Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? I'm doing a channeled message for my collective. For those of you who have a divine masculine that is a Scorpio. So if your divine masculine has Scorpio in their chart, or they have a lot of Scorpio in their chart, then this message is probably for you. So I'm doing a channeled message from a divine masculine who has Scorpio in their chart, sun, moon, or rising. I trust that you guys are well, that you're taking good care of yourself, that you are appreciating all that you are and all that you have, and not focusing too much on what is missing or what you think is missing. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I'm High Priestess Elif. I am a no tools medium. I'm born gifted, so I channel my message. Most of my message is channeled from spirit. I receive messages, divine guidance from the angels, spirit guides. And it is my job to interpret what I receive in a way that is going to make sense to you. So that's what I'm doing. I have been drawn to do these messages, channeled messages from the divine masculine for my collective, because there is so much that you've been asking your guides and keepers that you should know and that your divine masculine would like for you to know. Now you might wonder, well, what point is a channeled message? What point is there to a channeled message? Why, if someone wants to say something, surely they'll just say it. Well, if you understand the twin flame connection, then you will understand that it's not that simple. You have two opposite polarities. You have the positive and negative polarity. The way that you process and do things is very different to the way that your person processes. They are not awakening consciously. They're awakening in the subconscious. For them, it is more that they feel inspired. For them, it's more a feeling. It's more just intuitive and an urging and a pulling towards or a pushing away from. It's not the same. If you try and this is the thing, this is where you often get stuck. If you're trying to understand, rationalize, make sense of, figure out what is going on here, you're missing the point. This is a spiritual awakening. It's about your soul. It's not about if you are going to focus on the actions of the person, you will be misled, because it is natural for them to behave when they're in the there's the runner chase a stage. It's natural for them to behave their actions to be very ego based. They will do the opposite of what they feel, because they will feel drawn to do those things, and they won't understand why. They won't be able to explain why, and they will think that what they're doing is right because that is what they've been drawn to do or feeling pulled to do. They don't completely understand what their actions are about. And even if you ask them, they will struggle to explain it in a way that is going to make sense. This is what holds them back from doing that. Because when they try and put into words what it is that they are experiencing, what it is that they are doing, it comes out jumbled. It comes out wrong. And even in me saying that, I'm telling you what they feel, because that is ego. Ego needs to make things right or wrong. The soul knows that something just is. And some might say a rose would be more valuable if it didn't have its thorns. But a rose bush, there is a reason why a rose bush has thorns, and we don't question that. But when it comes to relationships and these kinds of things, we tend to question a lot. And what we forget is this is not a relationship. You are one soul. So if you are not on a twin flame journey and you've been led to this message, trust your guides and keepers, trust spirit. Perhaps there's something in here for you. But please keep in mind that a lot of what I say might not make sense to you. I am channeling, and I'm specifically channeling this message from the divine masculine. For those who are in a divine connection, those on a twin flame journey, which is a spiritual journey. It's the spiritual awakening. Okay? So I always ask that you take a few deep breaths, settle into your intuition, ask your guides and keepers to guide you. Ask them to help you to know and to recognize whether this message is for you or not. Or whether parts of the message is for you, you know. You have to trust your intuition. You have to be selective about your energy. You need to be very, very selective about what you give your energy to and what you focus on. So if you take things that don't fit, you're going to focus things into existence that are not a part of your stuff, or that you could have avoided, or that are not actually yours. You see, we create our reality. We attract. And sometimes, and what is yours, you can never mess up. It's going to be yours. It is yours. It's yours. You can create hindrance, and you can make the journey to it a little bit frustrating and painful, but it's inevitable. So why do that to yourself? All right, so how I'm going to do this, I'm going to channel. So I'm going to let you know what's happening with this DM, and then I will switch into direct channeling. I am channeling, so just take it as it comes. Okay, this divine masculine has really been struggling with their role as a parent. So for many of you, that your DM has a child or has kids. They feel as though that their kids are being used as a tool to manipulate them. And this has made it difficult for them to be as present as they'd like to be in the relationship with their children or with their child. Others who don't have a kid feel as though their childhood and their past and their traumas have been capitalized upon. It's been used against them. The relationship that they've been in has come to an end. Secrets have been revealed. And even things that they were hiding, that they were lying to themselves about, they've come to clarity about that. This person is moving. This person is making plans to leave. They're moving in a different direction. They've changed their course completely. They want their best friend back. They want their friend back. So what Spirit is saying to me, many of you were more friends than anything else. Some of you were only friends and it didn't get romantic, but with some of you, so there was always romance. That it's not sounding right. I'm trying to describe what I'm seeing. So friendship, trying to maintain a friendship, but there's romance. That's what I'm seeing a lot of. The basis of your relationship, a friendship, you get one another, but then there was also this other aspect of it, strong connection, attraction, being drawn to one another intimately. This person betrayed you. This person showed up as sneaky. They know they were sneaky, but they They were trying to protect themselves because this person of yours was in a commitment. But things have changed. Things have changed. And they feel that they were sneaky because of this other person. Because they were trying to honor that commitment. And they realized that that commitment was not honored in the same way. They've changed their course, their direction. As I said, they're going in a different direction. Yeah, this person's made a choice. Okay. Strong energy here. There's a lot happening with the Divine Masculine Collective, guys. Where are you? If this person's ready to make a decision, if this person's leaving, and here's the thing, this person's leaving, but Spirit is not yet saying to me that they're leaving to come towards you. They're leaving so that they are able to come towards you when they're ready. But why are they not ready yet? What's happening with you? What is happening with your energy? Are you still too focused on this person? Because if you're in a twin flame connection and you are sending energy in their direction with your attention and your focus and your highs and your lows and whatever it may be, and if your focus is still on this person, hoping that they are going to do things a certain way so that you can be happy, that in ways that are going to serve you or suit you, then you're sending too much energy in this person's direction, and that is why they run. You have to learn to stop doing that. It's got to be unconditional. They're leaving because they know they want to be free to be able to come towards you. But I don't see them leaving and seeing themselves, I'm leaving here and I'm going directly to my person. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, they feel like they're walking away from this so that they can go and they can work on themselves and they can plan and they can do what they need to do so that they can get to you eventually. This person sees this being a long-term thing. Something is holding them off. They know that you are the destination, but it's as if they're taking the long route. So what Spirit is saying to me is, what are you doing? What choices have you made? What choices are you making that is taking you on a longer route to where you want to be? Because it's not necessary. They're feeling that things do not make sense. And in order for me to feel okay with stuff, it has to make sense. I am not risking making a fool of myself with you again, or making a fool of myself in general. So I'm only coming towards you when the risk of me doing that is no longer there. I don't need for anybody to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I suddenly see things so differently, even though nothing has really changed. So don't ask me why I see things differently. I just do. Something has changed. I suddenly see everything for what it is times 10. And I'm not okay with things anymore. I'm not okay with going round and round in circles. And I'm not okay with being manipulated when it comes to my kids, or when it comes to my trauma. I've been hearing things And I've heard a lot of it before. It's not like it's anything so significant, but it's like I'm hearing things differently. And it's like my eyes have opened. And I know that had I been where I am now back then, I would have done things very differently with you. But this is my karma. This is my karma. And this is how things needed to work out. I've been healing. And things have changed so drastically since you've come into my life. Even when I wanted it to stop. And that's the reason why I walked away, I turned my back on you. It's because I wanted it to stop. I was so committed and so invested. I don't know what it is, but I was so attached to what was, even though I wasn't happy and I desperately wanted it to change, that when I saw things shifting, I couldn't accept that. And that's why I put a cork in it, in this whole thing with you and I, because I realized how quickly things were happening. What I couldn't stop was the fact that I'd started leaving. I started leaving and walking away every day more and more, my essence with bits and pieces and aspects of who I am. And every time I went back there, every time I went home, it was harder to do. I know you're different, and I don't expect you to understand, but I invested a lot there. I invested a lot in an idea. I invested a lot in a concept, an ideology, ideology. And the problem for me was that I wasn't happy. And I couldn't accept that. Because if I put those building blocks together, if I invested there, how could I walk away with nothing? Because then it's just accepting that I am a failure once again. I've been betrayed. And I know what it is to end up with a knife in your back. But I betrayed myself. And I stayed because I thought I couldn't move. I thought I was stuck. I really thought I couldn't move. I thought there was no way out. And now I'm starting to see that I was never stuck. That it was in my head. That I was lying to myself. That I didn't want to go. I didn't want to leave what I felt was mine. I just wanted it all to change. And that doesn't make sense. I wanted this person to be somebody else. I wanted things to feel different. I wanted the situation to be different. Like I could take an eraser and just color in the page with different color, and it's not possible. So I am leaving that comfort zone because it's not even really all that comfortable. It just is what I've known. And I've spent so much of my time thinking about you, catching myself thinking about you. And I know that everything that's happened and everything that I'm doing and everything that I'm about to do is about you. But I'm seriously torn between rushing in towards you and talking to you about all of this and seeing if we can just be okay without any expectation, or being patient with this and taking my time and waiting until I'm completely ready to offer you something, to offer you everything, because that's what you deserve. And I don't want to just wait around. I really miss you. But if I rush in towards you and I give you the impression that I want things to be okay between us, what if you're not okay with us just being okay and things not actually moving in a particular direction? I don't know how you're going to take that. You might just think that I'm just messing about with you, that because how do I explain that I know that I want to be with you, that you are the one, but I'm not ready? That doesn't even make sense, because I've always said if somebody knows that you're the one, then there's no question about being ready. So there's a lot that I've been dealing with that I can't understand, that doesn't make any sense to me. And so I don't know how I will begin to explain it to you. I'm confused. And I really, really want things to be what I felt they were between us, because that was perfect. But I'm really wrestling with my ego. It's like my heart and my mind are wrestling with one another. And then my soul, and it's just, I wasn't honest, and I didn't do the right thing. And if I come towards you before I am completely out of this situation, you will just think that I'm just trying to play games. And I know that you won't have that. And I don't want to ruin things more than they've already been messed up. You are everything that I've ever wanted. And I don't know how I didn't see that before, because it's so clear to me now. And I talk myself in and out of what I should and shouldn't do, and what is right and what is not. I just want to be more decisive when I come towards you, because I know that you felt rejected, and I know that you were very, very hurt by what I did. My focus at the moment is that I become the person that is able to take care of you and offer you what you deserve. You are my perfect partner. You are my equal, even though we are not the same. I can't explain it. It's just a feeling. It is a knowing. And I know that it's time for change. So I need to get clear on what I know and what I think and what I believe, because what I feel for you is deeper than anything I've ever experienced. And I know that I am so ready to take that leap of faith towards you, because you are my choice. You've always been my choice. I just didn't know it. And now I know it. And now I want to come in so desperately. I want to run towards you and tell you this. But I'm making choices at the moment. And these are choices that were long overdue. I should have made them before. I'm closing these cycles. I'm ending these relationships. I'm ending these situations. And I don't care about what the loss may be. Because I just need to trust. I can't do this anymore. This has been a codependence. And it has really been so toxic for so long. And I needed what happened between us for me to be in that place where I could really be quiet with myself, look at things and gain new perspective. This is about me mastering who I am and me being the master of my own destiny. But I cannot come back towards you after I've left such a mess when I'm still juggling so many things, because that's just not right. And I do not expect anything other than, if I do that, come towards you too soon, when I've not stopped juggling, when I've not cleared all these things up, that you will take my head. You will take it off, and that's it. It'll be done. Regardless of how you may feel about me. So it's best for me to be on my own first, to be single, and to walk away from this burdensome situation, because I've been so burdened, you have no idea. It's very, very scary. It's very scary. And fear is the thing that really cripples me, because I have these emotions and I have this urge and this desire, and then there's this fear that knocks the wind out of me and I can't move. And I know that that is what I need to overcome. I feel like I'm close. I feel like I'm close. You are my soulmate. And it hurts me to feel that you are so far away. And I want to come towards you. I know you are my divine partner. You are the person meant for me. And I know that I want to marry you. I want to marry you. Guys, that is your channeled message. I don't know if you will be able to pick up on the energy in this reading. Many of you will. This is big. This, what I saw here, what I said, what I picked up in energy, and what I see. That's what I'm saying. This person is only able to not even able to put together the words that I put together for you, but that is at most what they would be able to do. And what's actually happening here in energy and in their life and emotionally is so much more. This person, this is a very, very good reading. And if this is your message, that fear that your person described, that is your energy, you pushing fear in the direction of this connection. That's what Spirit says. You need to clean that up, because that's what's causing the hindrance here. You guys are very close to union. And if you're not a twin flame, then, you know, it's not your premonition, very possibly. But guys, this is your message. And I hope that you receive it well, that it serves you. For those of you interested in getting a personal reading, if this is your message, I recommend you do. There's a lot here. My email address is in the description box below. Love and light, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.